The NCDAS, which stands for National Center for Drug Abuse Statistics, reported that there are about 2.8 million of 12 to 17-year-olds nationwide that report using drugs. In the state of Georgia, there were 59,000 of 12 to 17-year-olds that report using drugs. The amount of young people using drugs are appalling. I know we all may have a loved one that may fall within this age range, and we would not want them using and abusing drugs. Stepping out into the community to work with the youth and educate them on drug abuse will lower the number of children using and abusing drugs, not only in our state, but nationwide as well. Now that we know the issue, let's dig a little bit further into the problem. Teenagers who abuse drugs have issues with their brain and growth development, and abusing drugs also gives them a earlier death sentence. Reasons that cause teens to use drugs are peer pressure and curiosity. Addicted Teen states that pressure from peers in one's social circle can prove to be a powerful force and very influential during teen years in order to not be ridiculed or laughed at. Teenagers are often pushed into trying alcohol or drugs. They also mention how teenagers are curious by nature, and they also want to see what it may feel like, and that continues to push them down the road to using and abusing drugs. Now that we have discussed two of the causes of teens using drugs, let's discuss some potential ways to lower the number of teens using drugs. Also, here I have pictures of peer pressure and drug abuse. I believe that if more people volunteered to be mentors, or if we had after-school programs that educated them on drugs and how it would affect their health, it will lower the number of children hanging with the wrong social group to be pressured into using and abusing drugs. With these programs, they should educate them so they will no longer be curious enough to try it out for themselves. I believe these types of programs would work because we have programs like these set up in a few states in the U.S. For example, there is a program that works with the community called DARE. DARE stands for Drug Abuse Resistance Education. Since its creation in 1983, 70,000 police officers have taught the DARE program to over 200 million K-12 students worldwide, approximately 114 million in the United States alone. Proponents say that DARE helps prevent drug use in elementary, middle, and high school students. According to the U.S. Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, participants in the DARE program report lower alcohol, tobacco, and marijuana use than students who do not receive the program. We have resolutions to the issue. Now let's transition into how and what our future holds if we do not follow through with it. Children are our future, and if we do not incorporate mentorship and after-school programs like DARE back into the schools, the number of children and teenagers using drugs will only continue to increase. As mentioned previously, I disclosed how drugs affect their growth and mental development. With them using drugs, it will start to affect the way they are able to think, and it will also shorten their lifespan. Using drugs so early will bring on health issues that can and will take their lives. If all the future doctors, nurses, lawyers, judges, etc. are all dead or not mentally capable of doing those important careers, who will once the older generation is gone? The DEA has published that teens who abuse drugs have lower grades, a higher rate of absence from school and other activities, and an increased potential dropout rates. Teens who smoke, drink, binge drink, or use marijuana or other drugs are more likely to drop out of high school and less likely to graduate from high school, attend college, or obtain a college degree. The DEA has reported that amongst all dropouts, 68.2% of those use illegal drugs. Now that we know what to expect if the number of teen drug users rise, let's investigate how we can help lower the numbers. To make a change, you can find a program in your city that helps mentor teenagers. Just by mentoring one child will help towards the cause of keeping them away from drugs. Also, if you do not have a DARE program in your city, you can reach out to an administrator at your local school, get their approval for the program. And once you have approval, reach out to the DARE America headquarters at 800-223-3273. Now that we have ideas on what we can do in the community to help our younger generation from abusing illegal drugs, let's pull everything that we have discussed together. The purpose here today is to make it known that help is needed in preventing illegal drug use amongst teens. We have discussed the effects that drugs have on teens' mental and health development, what it would do to our future if the numbers of teen drug abuse continue to increase, and how we can all put the first foot forward to bring down the numbers of young people using and abusing illegal drugs. Remember, we all have someone that is a teenager in our lives that we love dearly and would hate if they turned out to use illegal drugs. Let's get to educating our youth and stop the circle of destruction of teens using and abusing illegal drugs. Let's put in the work for them. Thank you.